taking us over.
Yeah.
You would think, if we're going down those checklist arguments and going, okay, did anybody do any validation here? But they could, you get points for that, where in the others, in the closed source rights, I couldn't.
Well, then, let me ask you a slightly different question. Don't you think things like encryption standards and algorithms should be fully vetted by the whole community?
Oh, sure.
You must.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you must, but don't let me put the words in your mouth.
Yeah, I think there are different levels.
Okay.
Value fully.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are circumstances for the bulk of us in which,
Right.
absolutely we should all know what's going on with that, and we, as individuals, should not be trusting this magic other group. Although to some extent we all have to trust somebody. Right?
Exactly.
Because I don't know about you, but I couldn't make that camera if I tried. I wouldn't even know how to make the metal. And, do you know what I mean?
I'm lucky I can figure out how to open it.
Right, exactly. So we have to rely on others to a certain degree. But I don't think that it's wise for a government to fully take their most important encryption stuff and fully rely on it to be developed in the open source community.
Okay.
So it's that defense in depth principle.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So now we can take this publicly vetted encryption material or tool set and then wrap it with maybe another layer of proprietary. And maybe the proprietary isn't going to be as good, but it'll add another layer.
And that's a good solution because you get the vetted plus something.
Yeah.
How do you feel about VChip? You could say no comment if you want.
Yeah, essentially no comment.
Not that it's that appropriate.
I don't
do that. Right, me neither.
Yeah, but I think it works out for some people, I suppose. I've never known anyone who ever used it, but maybe.
I just don't.
Any different than that?
I guess
personally, I don't like government-inflicted backdoor accessible.
Well, the advantage, though, is didn't it allow maybe a little bit more freedom of expression because
Hopefully.
It said, well, we're going to give you, the mom and dad, the ability to control your own environment. And that way, maybe you won't scream so loudly and you won't have such a loud voice in the courtroom.
Well, yeah.
So actually, even though it feels like government pushing, at the same time, it was actually the government giving more freedom to people to express themselves because now that person said, oh, I didn't want my kid to see that. And just turn it off.
So you could tag the content and get rid of the problem. Wait, I have one more question. Or maybe it's the same kind of questions. So is this your first time talking at Lisa?
At Lisa, yeah, it is.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it.
That's great. And
That's great.
Everybody treated you well?
After interview, I guess.
Oh, yeah, the perks for the after interview were really awful.
Like, hey, do you want some free champagne?
Let's put you against the wall and put cameras on.
It's just unique.
Nothing's ever free.
Here in the hidden secret back room at the USENIX registration area, we're having a lovely reception that the blogging team got to share with our friends from Raytheon. Thank you for talking to us. And for the record, you're Michael Daly, right?
I am.
From Raytheon?
I am.
Do you want to say what you do there?
I'm the Director of Information Security.
Awesome. And Marah, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, can you go back on record about
I'm Mario Bejas. Thank you very much.
All right.